Hi, Paul. I just want to try and, I suppose, get to better grips with trying to get so many reports off you, I suppose. And I'm back again to the task filters in the timeline where you gave us the search box, which we find very strong. But what I'm basically doing is I want to create some, let's call it reports or data, quick and easy to get at a monthly meeting where you might be in front of maybe 15 people and you need quick information at hand straight out of software on a large screen. So basically, any tasks that are going back to Allwood internal, like people that are signing or clocking into a task, I want to be able to keep an eye on these hours now. I suppose one thing in that is the horrible thing is they've no start and completion, start and due date, so it's very hard to tell when people are clocking into this general cleaning, which is outside their current project tasks. So any suggestions on an easy way to get this to work would be possibly great, so we can see a better breakdown quite easy at a high level. So then I created some departmental, um, I suppose, reports or analysis. And what I've done is I've set it quite smartly now because you don't have a filter. It keeps jumping back up here to the date, which is quite annoying. You're going back changing it. When you search for something, you're going back changing it again. When you create a new department and you go in to get the analytics, you have to go back. So what I've done, I've more or less arranged it by date, descending uh, all the assembly tasks. It's a good way of looking at it now. I spoke to Anthony and I sort of said, is there a quick way just to get this to report so I can get it into one print off report? He's telling me that the communication, as in I thought there was, I suppose, SQL language behind this, what's showing me this month. So basically, I just want to see it when we're at the meeting from the first of a month to the last of a month, relative to the nearest month that I'm in. It's a lot of jumping back and forth. I have it working fairly well now. Maybe that's the best I can get it. Can I be smarter in it? Uh, I've set it now to only show tasks that are done, and I think it's the easiest way to go about it. I don't have any analytics, I suppose, compared to what I should and what I didn't, but I can hold down and add up these columns and go down maybe to, let's say, if I went down to the 1st of April, yeah, uh, which is more or less here, and I can look and say, well, there's 20 hours on average here, and so on and so forth. I can look at them individually, I can look at the percentages, um, and try and figure out, like, month by month, why are we running over in specific departments. Um, am I looking at the information the best way for department? Possibly I am. I'm just looking for your, I suppose, your simple advice on it, on what you think. Um, is it possible to get these dates to stick? It seems to me like some filters, because you go in, of course, and you right click and you go to edit, and because you're controlling with this here, it seems to look at the date of the task within the range and seems to populate these dates here. Uh, Maybe in the future we could add a date choice here or something on each filter. I don't know, but I think, yeah, the search box is definitely great. If I want to have a monthly meeting, is this the best way to go about it, I suppose, to get the information we want? Or can we somehow or another get this to honour by the year that you're in and approximate to the month, so you're not going mad going back in the years? And it becomes, when you change from one filter to another, really what I'm saying to you is it becomes a little bit stickly, especially if you're in a meeting with 20 people. So any advice in a video or anything that might help me for this month's meeting would be great, Paul. I suppose the other one then that I'm strongly going to use was the one that Anthony done for me. So we're just going to look at the recordings basically on the works order adjustments on all the projects, let's say, that are in manufacturing, on-site fitting or snagging over a period of time, which is April, the 1st of April 21 to the 30th of April. So that'll show us basically our notes on each item, what went wrong and what department it was for. Now I know Anthony's working on giving us a tot up on this separately, so we can see the value of the hours. But this is one strong report. Also then, as I said to you, with the task filters for a monthly meeting, any pointers that will help us, I suppose, would be great. And probably with your experience with the filters too. So hopefully you can come back to me on this. A video will be fine, or some quick pointers, Paul, would be great. Talk to you soon. Thanks now.